Hey everybody, my name is Letitia Deal. My name has recently changed and I'm still getting used to it. It has a lot of been changing since the last time I've uploaded a video. I am married. Wow, I had been single for, I would say my husband is my first adult relationship. Our last relationship, I was in high school. And I kind of went on a couple dates here and there, but my last relationship was high school, if you want to call that. So he is my first adult relationship, and it's so much to talk about that whole process. I just want to give you an update on some things though. It's been about 3 years now for my sister locks. I decided to put in a style. I don't really style it a lot, but I always wanted to do like the style what it looks like, the plaits, or and I'm loving it. You know, I have a little bit more length now, so I like that, the hanging time that it gives me. But it's just a lot been going on, and I've been meaning to come on here and say something and give you an update, but I just was trying to figure out like what to talk about, so many things to talk about. So I think the first thing I'm going to focus on is really talk about my life as a single. I've been single longer than I've been married. And I know sometimes people come here and try to tell you, like, I'm not going to even get on here and try to tell you about how it is to be a married woman, but I definitely can tell you how it is to be single, because I feel like towards the end is when I really excelled in my singleness. I spent a lot of time of my singleness wanting to be married, wanting to be with someone, and sometimes find myself waiting to be with someone and putting out things that I always wanted to do, but because I wasn't married or I didn't have a significant other, that I didn't do. And it's not until later that I found out, like, live your life. Do the things you want to do, you know, go out of town, move, go on trips, go to the movies, eat out, experience all these things that you want to experience in life. Don't wait until someone comes in your life in order to do these things. And so I had this mentality like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And let me tell you, okay, so I am a believer, so I'm definitely going to talk about God on this channel. So you can have plans, but God has so many different other plans for you. And when I found out that, personally, that the Lord wrote my story, like he does it like nobody else. And so I'm going to talk about my story. I think it's a beautiful love story, but I'm also going to talk about how I got from there to now, because it just didn't happen overnight. It was a process. And a lot of times I've been kind of like, don't know if I want to share my story because it's a testimony, but I also don't want women to think that God does it just one way. And I have found myself, when I talk about my journey, that people have tried to compare, they have tried to duplicate it, and that's not what this is about. God does everything differently. He does everything differently for each person. No love story is like the other person. So don't look at this as a blueprint, a ABC, a manual. I'm just sharing with you how God did it for me. And so, like so many other YouTubers that posted, like Mary, love her. I used to follow her, still do, and just having such encouraging things, and other YouTubers that I followed during my journey of singleness. I wanted to share my journey because I think that people need to know that God is still putting people together. He's still ordaining marriage. He still loves it. He's still uniquely bringing people together in an unusual way. And so sometimes people don't believe that, and because they don't believe that, they don't experience God on that level. But I know for certain that God brought me together with my spouse, and I'm going to share that. But before I go into meeting him, I'm going to talk about life as a single person and my journey and what I've learned and what I gained from that. So I'm going to have some little tidbits. Put some questions down in the comments, things that you would like for me to talk about, things you would like for me to share. I'm going to have like different videos. I don't want people to have to like look through videos to kind of find out different unique things that they want to find out about how to how to thrive as a single Christian woman. How do you thrive? You know, how do you do what God wants you to do as a single? How to live, you know, I have to be careful to say live your best life, because that can go any kind of ways, but how to thrive, how to be in God's will, how to be fulfilled, how to be whole with being single and doing what God wants you to do and not feeling like you need to be with somebody. And so until the Lord decides to bring you together with the person that he has ordained for you to be with. So I am going to share that, and I'm just so happy